Welcome back, Spartan Athletic Park, and we'll fill you in on what has happened here, but it is looking like a deep shot here for Coe, and pass broken up. Getting back in the coverage, Connor Nordmeyer. So what you missed, a 100-yard pick six for Jack Shaw put Coe on the board. And then on Aurora's very next throw, Darius Saunders came up with an interception. And now Coe has it. It's 2nd and 10 on the 41-yard line in Coe territory. Shotgun look, they'll hand it to Seidel. He shakes a tackle on the logo, keeps on going out near midfield. Gain of 8, and now the Coe fans and the Coe sideline are into it in a way we have not seen so far today. On 3rd and a few, just right up the middle, Seidel, first down into Aurora territory out to the 48.
To the 48-yard line. Well spotted near the 49. It'll be first down and 10.
Coe with all the momentum here with under 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. Play action, throw right side, complete, that's Bruce. He'll be run out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 6 more here for Coe.
Six-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 4 yards.
Looks like 4 to get here. Four to get here on 2nd down. Pistol look, 3 receivers. Shepherdson in motion. Inside handoff, Seidel broke a tackle, but was tracked down. As that was
no gain on the play.
Deuce Morin on the tackle that time. No gain. Huge 3rd down coming up here for this Aurora defense. Trying to retake the momentum. They'll bring a blitz. They get to Mosk, who fails to complete. It's picked off. Oh, my goodness. It went through the hands of Seidel. And it's picked off by Aeneas Gray again. This third quarter, my friends, has been a roller coaster. Aurora takes over at their own 43, and now what will be required is trying to settle down this passing game that had been so good and now has thrown interceptions on back-to-back plays. First down handoff, that's Creedon. He'll plunge forward out to the 47. Gain of 4.
Gain of 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5 yards to go. From the 48-yard line.
Second and 5, pistol look. Creedon gets it again, and nothing there. Alex Aitchison, among others. And I think that's a generous spot that Creedon got no gain. We're past the midpoint of the third quarter, 17-7. The last 4 possessions have ended with turnovers, and somewhat incredibly, 6 of the 7 have ended with a turnover. Here on 3rd down, a quick out was underthrown, And Aurora will send on the punt unit for the first time.
Down and 5.
It was intended for Trey Madsen.
Landa on the punt for the Spartans.
Kevin Cardin-Landa
For Coe.
has not been especially busy today. And he will have to punt into the wind. This is an Aurora punt defense that has not allowed a return all year. And somehow that's still not best in the country. They're third. Two other teams have held opponents to a net loss. High spiral kick. This one's not going to be very returnable either. But they make the attempt and lose yardage. Terrific play. The open field tackle. Coe will have it at their own 10-yard line. 6:42 left. Third quarter, 10-point game.
From their own 10-yard line.
It's Caden Mata back in. After Carter Mosk's last two possessions ended with turnovers. And Mata goes down. Jalen Jordan gets in, drops Mata for a loss of 2.
Back at the 8-yard line.
Jordan's third sack of the season. 6:13 and counting here left in this third quarter. Can Caden Mata spark the Cohawks? Lots of time, throws it deep, looking for Bruce. Could not come up with the one-handed catch at midfield. Zaya Smith in coverage. And now 3rd and 12 from inside their own 10-yard line. Now it's the Aurora fans getting loud. Ethan Carmine's here on the camera. I'm Sean Fry. None of us know how to feel right now. This has been truly a roller coaster of emotions here through the first 9 minutes of this quarter. Mata steps up into the pocket and threw it behind the intended receiver, Zek. And now a tough spot to punt from.
Luke Bradley on to punt for Coe. James Martino back deep for your Spartans.
.557 remaining here in this third quarter. Bradley to punt. Line drive kick, nearly blocked. He was lucky to get that over the line. It hops out to the Coe 40 and will stop on the 42.
Ball down at the 42-yard line in Coe territory, and that's where your Spartans will take over. First down.
I'll be honest, Luke Bradley did a terrific job just getting that out of a very bad situation. The field position isn't great. But the Coe defense has come up with some important stops in important areas of the field. Both teams have 4 turnovers. I don't think either head coach is going to be happy with that. Empty backfield, and Adkins will run for it. He'll go to the slide at the 37 after getting 5 yards here.
That's going to be a gain of 5 on the play for Atkins. Second down and 5 yards to go.
The Aurora defense has not allowed points. They've only allowed 171 yards. On the other hand, after gaining 324 in the first half, Aurora just about 50 yards here in this third quarter so far. Empty backfield, Atkins will throw it. Complete Boland inside the 35. He'll run out of bounds after getting the first down at the 29. And we'll see if that settles down this passing game that had gotten a little bit out of rhythm. And Tyler Adkins completed 19 of his first 22 passes and looked about as confident as a quarterback can be. He'll have an empty backfield here with 3 to his left. He'll throw it again. Another quick slant intended for Trey Madsen, and a terrific play by Kyle Cole. Got a hand in, knocked it down. We're inside of 5 to play in the third. 17-7 Aurora. Five receivers set again here on 2nd and 10. Atkins will find Maltino across the middle. He was hit after catching it immediately at the 26.
Near the 26-yard line.
Third down coming up.
Third down and 7 yards ago from the 26-yard line.
3rd and 7 on the Coe 26. Another 5 receiver set. Atkins will run for it, but he tripped over a leg on the offensive line and ended up getting only a yard. This would be about a 43-yard field goal into the wind, and so it feels very much like 4-down territory. Aurora started out 6 for 7 on 3rd down and have not converted one since. And now on 4th down, trying to extend the drive. A 5 receiver look. Atkins looks left, then right, and now will have to run for it and is taken down. The flag comes in. Ben Adelsberger made the play. I think Alex Aitchison might have been pulled down, and I think this one is likely going to put the Coe offense onto the field all the same. Several flags came in. It is an offensive holding. Coe is obviously going to decline that penalty, and they'll take over. Coe Hawks will have it on their own 25-yard line. I have no idea which quarterback's going to come into the game at this point. It's Caden Mata again. It's been that kind of a game for the Coe offense, but they're only down 10. A 3 receiver look for Mata, who will keep it himself and is tripped up. Ernesto Ramirez got the first contact, and he was finished off shortly thereafter.
Gain of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 yards to go from the 26-yard line.
Season high in turnovers for Aurora. Season high in turnovers for Coe. 2nd down, Mata in trouble, and he's taken down. Isaiah Conte. Loss of 2. 2nd sack today for this Aurora defense. And it's 3rd and 10. Coe is 3 for 10 on 3rd down. 3 receivers, slot on the near side. Keep an eye on Dominic Shepardson in the slot opposite Aeneas Gray. Mata's in trouble. He throws it, and it's incomplete up the middle for Zek. I think he was going to be short of the marker anyway, but now there's no decision. The punt unit comes back on. Now Bradley will try to flip the field position. Bradley 5 punts, a 32-yard average. He's put 2 inside the 20. Good pressure here. Fair catch called for by Maltino at his own 41, and Aurora will have it with 2:17 to play in the frame.
And that's where your Spartans will take over. 1st down and 10.
You wonder if 17 will be enough. 3 receivers and a tight end to start the drive. Here's Montino in motion. Inside handoff, Creedon, nothing. And he fumbles. They blow the whistle as it's picked up by Bridger Alkett. But even though he's into the end zone, that's not going to count. I'll say that Creedon was down by contact after a loss of 2. You can hear how the Coe fans, who are largely on the opposite side of the field, feel about that decision. I'm going to characterize that as disagreement. Second and 12, 3 receivers. Swing pass to Creedon. He's in trouble again. And that was Ben Adelsberger. So another loss here, this time of 2 more.
Third down and 14 yards to go now for the Spartans.
Third and about 14 here with 1:04 to play in the third. 17-7 Spartans, 5 receivers, tight end is split out, and timeout's going to be called here by Don Beebe. So they'll discuss. We'll take a breath. 17-7 with 1:01 left in the third. It's Aurora University football. Aurora offense back out onto the field, facing a 3rd and long, nursing a 10-point lead. Five wideouts, 4 to the near side. Atkins with plenty of time, throws it up and nearly picked off. Eckert got a piece of it. He tipped that, and Chase Cruz couldn't quite get back over. And Aurora will send Kevin Carden-Landa back in. They're getting down into the final moments of this one. Carden-Landa's punt, high spiral kick, it will not be returned. It hops inside the Coe 30. Will get out of bounds. Somehow that managed to stay in. It'll be down to the Coe 25. 45 seconds to play before they switch ends. Aurora will then have the wind for the final frame of this one. And then we'll see if 15 minutes will be enough. The Coe offense has not had a great deal of success. They send Carter Mosk back onto the field. He'll start with trips to the left and keep it himself. Along the hash marks, driven down by Marcellus Ramius, shy of the 35. It's a gain of 8. And it'll bring up 2nd and a couple, and another snap is not necessary, but you'd think Coe will try to get one more off here without having to go into the wind. Mata hands it to Seidel. He will get right to the marker, and he did get the first down. And that will send us to the 4th. Maybe. 7 seconds. I think it took too long. as I was saying, that will send us to the fourth. 17-7, Aurora leads Coe, 15 minutes left. This is Aurora University football. UW La Crosse leads Minnesota Morris 59-0 late in the third quarter. It's all Wartburg at halftime over Illinois College 42-7. They're in the fourth. Trinity leads Hardin-Simmons 17-0. Whitewater a 35-7 lead over Bethel in the third. All North Central at home against Belhaven. It's 56-0. Mount St. Joseph has the lead at Wheaton 34-31 in the third. 1st and 10 as we begin the fourth quarter. Mata make that Mosk, throws it deep. Flag comes in. That's a very late flag. They're going to call defensive holding. The Aurora fans are not thrilled with that call. We did not get a good look at it. It's a 10-yard penalty. And it's first down on the Coe 45. 17-7. Beginning of the fourth quarter. Play action. They throw it outside Shepherdson. And he'll get a very short gain after hurdling a defender on the far sideline. Just his second catch today. Dominic Shepherdson, who Tyler Staker said he's just a football player. He's a competitor. He's certainly a name you circle on the scouting report, but just 2 catches for 12 yards. 2nd and 8. 3 receivers, bad snap. Mosk just falls on it. It's a loss of 7. Now a flag is in the Aurora secondary. Offside. So much for that. That moves the football onto the Aurora side of the field. So 2nd and 3, play action, quick throw. Another flag comes in. This one's false start. That's a legal procedure, so it looks like Braden Damhoff may not have been lined up correctly. So let's make it 2nd and 9. Or 8. First minute of this fourth quarter is in the books. 3 receivers. Slot near side, that's Shepherdson, who fumbles the jet sweep. It's loose. They blow the whistle again. It's an incomplete pass, as it was a shovel pass. And that is why that play is designed that way. In a true jet sweep, that's a fumble. But he threw it forward as Shepherdson ran through. We got another good look. That's a very good call. That was the correct call. And Coe still has a chance on this drive. 4 receivers. Pistol. Mosk with the play clock running down isn't going to get the play off. Timeout Coe. So they'll discuss. Aurora University football is presented by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. Visit their inventory online at kaufmangmc.com, and by DTG Properties, family owned and operated for over 40 years. Check out their commercial, residential, and student housing options online at dtgproperties.com. Kaufman GMC and DTG Properties are proud sponsors of Aurora University Athletics and the AU Varsity Club. And so it comes down to this. These final 13 minutes and 47 seconds, Aurora leading 17-7. The Coe offense does not have points. Coe's only touchdown, a 100-yard pick six. Aurora with 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Third and 8 from the Coe 47. Cohawks are 3 for 11 on third down. 4 receivers here. Aurora 2 safeties high. Mosk throws up the middle. Incomplete. Dominic Shepherdson came up with the football, but it skipped in as it went up the middle, and it's trapped inside the Aurora 40. Onto the field comes the Coe punt unit again. This Aurora defense has not allowed a point. How far back do you have to go? Back into the 4th quarter against Lakeland back on November 4th. Punt is on the way. Line drive that might have been in the air for about 2 seconds. James Montino will call for fair catch at his own 25. Sean Fry here with you. Thanks for being with us on this Saturday. A very important game. Not just for this Aurora program. First home playoff game in program history. Coe back in the postseason for the first time since 2016. And it has been a battle. First down handoff. Jaquay Creedon hits the hole with steam and brings the pile out. Gain of 3 at least. Jaquay, 24 carries, 60 yards after that gain of 4. The yards have been hard to come by today for the 5th-year senior. Second and 6. Jaquay gets the football again, skips his way through the hole, and again drives his legs out to the 32 for 3 more. In the playoffs, everything's just a little bit faster. The holes close a little bit quicker. 3 receivers. Slot near side, it's Matson. Creedon gets the football again. Bounced off of the first man to make contact, Darius Saunders, and could not get out to the line to gain. He's stopped a yard short, and Aurora will line up for it. A huge risk here on 4th and 1 from their own 34. Atkins takes a look. Now over to the sideline. He's got still a lot of time on the play clock. There's 15. And now counting. Now he lines up with Creedon in the shotgun. A hard count, still nothing. And it looks like Aurora will take their second time out here and bring the punt unit on. You wonder if they would have snapped the football if they had gotten a look that they liked, where they were at on the field. But it appears that the Coe Hawks will get the football back. Wheaton and Mount St. Joseph's now tied at 34 early in the fourth. Some games that have gone final, the other side of the bracket. Union defeated Delaware Valley 24-16. Ithaca over Springfield 21-7. Randolph-Macon held on for a 28-20 win over Christopher Newport. Johns Hopkins dumped Western Connecticut 62-20. Alma over DePaul 32-17. Mount Union 56-14 win over Alfred State. Punt on the way, not returnable inside the Coe 35 and out of bounds. Grove City edged Susquehanna 21-20, and Cortland on the road holds off Endicott 23-17. But it looks like on Aurora's side of the bracket, of the games that are largely in progress, the home teams have the lead, and that includes the Whitworth-Chapman game. It's 7-0 there early, except, of course, Wheaton and Mount St. Joseph. That one is tied. From the Coe 34, first down, the handoff, Seidel. He'll have a yard, maybe two, as they'll put him out on the 36. 11:30 to play, 17-7 Aurora. Trying to hang on. Three receivers. It's Carter Mosk again at quarterback. Once again handing off the football. Seidel up the middle out near the 40. That should set up a 3rd and 4. Shotgun look, 3 receivers, 2 high safeties for Aurora. They rush 5. It's thrown and overthrown on the far side, and a flag comes in late. Oh, I don't know about that one. I am uncertain that Amel Sarek could have caught that football. And I suppose the argument is that he was pushed into being unable to catch that football. But that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Well, the Aurora fans don't love it. It looked like the Spartans had gotten off the field. Instead, Coe will get a new set of downs from the 45. So Coe tries again. Seidel fumbles, recovered by Aurora. Jalen Jordan. If it holds, are they calling down by contact? Spartans ball. Fifth turnover of the game for this Coe offense. Aurora will have the football on the Coe 47. And Jalen Jordan, after picking up his first career interception last week, falls on a fumble here. They move the ball back to the 49. And that's where Tyler Atkins and the Spartan offense take over. Play action. Atkins wants it all, throws it up the middle. Trey Madsen not able to find it. He was a step behind Jack Shaw and looked like he just couldn't find it in time to make a play on the football. It almost looked like he held up just a bit And with the wind at your back, it's especially difficult for a receiver to tell exactly where that football is going to come down. So Don Beebe takes a shot. It goes incomplete, and on 2nd and 10, play action again. Atkins tipped at the line of scrimmage. Ty Pruitt had to play defensive back to keep Ben Reidenauer from intercepting that football. 3rd and 10. Aurora in the pistol. 4 receivers, 2 stacked on the near side. Coe brings 5. A screen pass is dropped here, and that's probably for the best, as that would have been a loss of yardage. 3 and out. 3rd straight drive for this Aurora offense. Do not say that a lot. Not a chance to really pin Coe in poor field position. Jerron Centers is back. High snap. Cardin Landa did well to pull that back up, and then it will be downed. Well, it was touched by Aurora, and then the ball came loose. It's still out there on the ground. I don't know how they're going to score this. Aurora made the first contact. Then Coe touched the football. And so the question is, does that make it live? From here, it looked like Aurora touched the football. I think Aurora got back down on that. This is a huge call. That is what I thought happened, that it was first touched by Aurora, and Coe's going to have the football. I think that's the right call. That would have been a very tough break for Coe, which, by the way, Aurora would have happily taken. This officiating crew, I think, in general, has done a nice job, and obviously you get into a tight game, and every call is not going to be received especially warmly. Ball's on the Coe 23 with 10:04 left. So on 1st down, Mosk up the middle. Shepherdson caught past the 40, 1st down. Ramirez made the tackle in the open field. We're inside of the final 10 minutes, 17-7. Coe has advanced the ball onto the logo, and they're back up to the line. Play action. Shepherdson again here in the flat. On the near side across midfield, takes a shot, stays in bounds, and he's down at the Aurora 43. So Coe has turned up the heat. The flag come in here? I didn't see it. They're walking the chains back. They're walking Coe back. What happened here? I don't even see where the flag is. It's holding on the offense. So they had to reset the chains. It was downfield, so it's 10 yards from the spot. That will move it back to the Coe 36, so it will not be the full 10 yards from where the play started. It instead ends up as about a loss of 7. 1st and 17, Mosk rolls right, throws, complete to Zach. Not complete, Ernesto Ramirez took it away. 3rd interception of the day for Aurora. How did Ernesto Ramirez come up with that? There's an injured player. Well, it looked like Cooper Zek had that very cleanly. Now the throw was across the body. What happened was Zek and Ramirez collided, and as they came down to the ground, Ramirez ripped away the football. And Aurora will have it. There is an injured player. There's 9:27 remaining. The football is going to be at the Spartan 49. And it was Ramirez, after the interception, who needed some treatment. And now he comes off the field. Ramirez will get some treatment as the Aurora offense comes back out in the field. 9.5 minutes left. Whistle blows. There's no flag, or at least not that I can find out on the field. Well, let's get back to work. 1st and 10. Pistol look here. 3 receivers on the far side. Creedon got the football and got popped. Ben Adelsberger came in, drilled Creedon, and he is slow to get up. Adelsberger came in just about untouched. Creedon has to come off. Be 2nd and 13. Don Beebe will empty the backfield. Tyler Atkins has 4 to the right of the formation. He has Ty Pruitt one-on-one on the near side. Quick throw, Maltino, he's hit in the backfield. Oh, Jack Shaw seemed to know exactly where that one was going. Aurora loses 4 more, and it is 3rd and a whole lot here.
3rd down now and 17 yards to go.
Glad our public address announcer did the math for me. I'm trying to count hash mark by hash mark. It's 3rd and 17. There's 8.5 minutes left. Aurora offensively seemed to be able to do no wrong, certainly between the 30s in that first half, and now the defenses have arrived in full force. Screen pass here, Maltino stays on his feet back to where the drive began, but it's not enough, and the punt unit comes on as the Spartans go 3 and out again. That has been the story of this 3rd and now 4th quarter. Aurora able to kick a field goal on a short field on their 2nd drive after an interception. And right now, that's what has made this a 2-score game. We are midway through the 4th quarter as the punt goes away. Fair catch called for and fumbled, and Aurora has it! The 7th turnover by Coe today! Ty Hop after the fumbled fair catch. And Aurora takes over with fabulous field position. The 21-yard line, wind at their back. A pistol look for receivers. Does Don Beebe decide to take a shot here? I'll hand it off to Jaquay Creedon. He is tripped up by who else but Jay Ostendorp. Made the first contact. And it's no gain. The senior from Cedar Rapids has really put together a terrific game. 9 tackles, 2 sacks. He has been all over the field. 2nd and 10. Play clock runs down to 11. A blitz brought, it's play action, and now thrown into the end zone, and it's dropped. Ty Pruitt could not hang on all by himself in the end zone. Third and 10, 6:45 remains here in this football game. Play clock running down to 5. Aurora only has 1 timeout left, and they'll have to take it. So again, Aurora University football presented by Kaufman GMC in Aurora, celebrating 75 years of service to Aurora and communities across Chicagoland. Take a look at their inventory at kaufmangmc.com. Also by DTG Properties, family owned and operated for over 40 years. Check out their extensive commercial, residential, student housing options online at dtgproperties.com. Kaufman GMC and DTG Properties are proud sponsors of Aurora University Athletics and the AU Varsity Club. We have a 10-point game. Now, Aurora is well inside of Matthew Heilig's field goal range. But it's interesting if they have to go there. That makes it 20-7 and a very vulnerable place. 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points the other way is enough. Aurora will certainly want to convert here. They have 4 receivers, 3 to the right. Pruitt in motion. Adkins, good protection. Now he'll decide to run for it. To the 20 and tripped up by Ostendorf again. It'll be a gain of 5. It will shorten up the field goal. And now here is the field goal unit. At this point in the football game, even if the points still leave you in a vulnerable position, you take them anyway. And at least force Coe to get 2 touchdowns to win if Heilig can knock it through here. There's 6 minutes left in the 4th. This from 33 yards. Snap hopped in. Bolin did a great job to give Heilig a chance to split the uprights. And it is 20-7. 5:54 left. Coe will take over, needing 2 scores. It's 20-7. Aurora in front. This is Aurora University football. Just joining us in for a big finish. Sean Fry with you. Ethan Carmine's been on the camera today. We appreciate his efforts. Austin Welgus set to kick it away. Centers and Cole are back. This will be returnable by Centers at his own 2 to the hash marks. and he won't get back to the 20. Coe takes over on their own 17. They will have to be quick. And again, the Coe Hawks do not have an offensive touchdown today. Aurora has outgained the Coe Hawks 398 to 216. In the second half, it has been a slugfest. Aurora has gained only 74 yards. Coe has only gained what looks like 63 yards, if my math is correct. Not been a lot out there. 5 receivers for Carter Mosk, who will throw it up near sideline and out of bounds, intended for Zamari Bruce. Now, Aurora does not have any timeouts left. Coe has a couple. The lead is 13. Aurora's had the football for more than 35 minutes of this football game. The time of possession advantage has been considerable. Here on 2nd and 10, Mosk is flushed. He rolls left. He'll pull it down and run, and he'll try to get out of bounds as well. A veteran play that time as he takes a gain of 5 and sets up 3rd and 5 to go. The clock runs. 5:30 and counting. The Coe Hawks running out of time. Spartans so good defensively all year, trying to come up with another stop. Mosk on 3rd down, rolls right, he's flushed, he fires complete. Kolash with the catch. Out to the 39 and a gain of 17. The clock stopped briefly, and now it's back with under 5 to play. Mosk under pressure, it's tipped, it's up in the air, and Marcellus Ramius could not quite get there. 2nd down, injured player, and looks like it's, I believe, Ernesto Ramirez. So he's going to get some treatment here, and we'll step away. 4:52 left, Aurora up 20 to 7. This is Aurora University football. Ernesto Ramirez is coming off the field with the help of the trainers. A player that Don Beebe has described as the captain of the ship defensively has to come off for at least a few plays here. Freshman Jeremy Thomas takes his place. 2nd and 10. Mosk looks left, throws left, and it is somehow caught by Amel Sarek, and we've seen some impressive catches. That one might be the most one. He managed to get it, and then he seemed to lose it down his leg and managed to hang on and get a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Under 4.5 minutes left. 4 receivers, 3 to the right. Mosk looks left. It's a screen for Seidel, and Bauer pulls him down short of the line to gain. A gain of 2, and it sets up an enormous 4th down here for Coe. They need to get to the 49. They're at the 47. 4 minutes to play. Aurora up 20-7. The defense trying to come up with one more huge stop. 4 receivers, they hand it off the side. L, he doesn't get it. Turnover on downs. No gain on the play. Aurora takes over. 3:51 left on the Coe 47. Coe has 2 timeouts. You have to think they're probably going to be taking them here. They'll wind the play clock here. 4 receivers, Creedon in the pistol. 28 carries, 62 yards today. Looks for space, slips up the middle, and will be stopped up after a gain of 5. Timeout Coe as expected. So let's take a look at those out-of-town scores. Coe with 1 timeout. 2nd and 5, 3:44 left. Handoff Creedon, up the middle, first down. He got right to the line to gain. Oh, they'll stop him up short. I didn't think that was a great spot. Coe will call its last timeout, and there's also an injury timeout. So Coe will not take its last timeout. And so we'll pause as the player gets checked on here. 3:33 left. 20-7 Spartans. This is Aurora University football. It looked like Jack Shaw came off the field. He is out for this play. Not a timeout charge to Coe, as it was an injury timeout. So the clock stops with 3:33. The clock, I believe, should wind here, and it does. And so it looks like Coe is going to hold on to that last timeout here. See if they can get a stop. It's 3rd and 1. Aurora lines up in the shotgun. If they don't get a stop here, it's going to be requiring something nearing a miracle. On 3rd and 1. Jet sweep Maltino, and he doesn't get there. He is stopped up a yard shy, and Coe will take its last timeout with 2:56 remaining. So to go through today's scores, it was Ithaca over Springfield, 21-7. Union defeated Delaware Valley on the road, 24-16. Randolph-Macon defeated Christopher Newport 28-20 in a tight game. Johns Hopkins routed Western Connecticut 62-20. All the East Coast games are in the books at this point. Mount Union over Alfred State 56-14. Alma knocked off DePaul 32-17. It was Grove City, the 21-20 win at Susquehanna, and Cortland on the road winning at Endicott 23-17. 4th and 1, Aurora goes for it. Flag comes in. This would put the football game away here, and I agree with Don Beebe trying to go for it here, but it's a false start. And now the punt unit will come on here with 2:55 left. As for the games still in progress, North Central about to close out Belhaven at 65-0. Final 2:22. Whedon leads Mount St. Joseph 41-34. Whitewater has defeated Bethel 42-14. There's Trinity over Hardin Simmons 20-6. UW La Crosse awaits the winner of this one. They defeated Minnesota Morris 62-7. Punt goes through the legs of Cardin Landa, and he falls on it at the 35-yard line. And that is a huge break for Coe. Ends up being a huge loss and a turnover on downs that gives Coe a chance. Seldom had this good a field position today. And now down 20-7. No timeouts left. They will try to find a way. Can the Aurora defense stand tall one more time? A stop ends it. First throw, diving catch. My goodness. Sarek, terrific catch. Gain of 4, but of course the clock's going to run. Yards are nice. Back up to the line quickly. 2:32 left. Mosk throws it up into the end zone and out of the reach of the intended receiver, Bruce, and most importantly, out of the reach of Zaya Smith, who was closest to the football. It's 3rd and 6. 2:26 left. Aurora trying to advance to play UW La Crosse next week. Four receivers, 3 to the right. Mosk from the shotgun throws it right quickly and complete. He was looking for Colash, but left it short, and it's 4th down in the ball game. Unable to convert, Aurora would be able to run a full 2 minutes off the clock before having to give the football back. It would leave Coe about 15 to 30 seconds to score twice. So here it is, 4th down, back shoulder throw, well covered by Robbie Peterson. It's incomplete, and a turnover on downs has likely sent Aurora into the second round. A 40-second play clock, you wonder, even if you have to punt it, do you just put the knee down 3 times just to make sure there's no turnovers? Again, there should be some time remaining, and so I think that's why you try to run some plays just to try to get a first down and eliminate all doubt. Jaquay Creedon gets the touch. He lost yardage. 40 seconds, runs off. That will take the clock down inside of a minute 30. Aurora, 385 yards offense to 250 for Coe. Tyler Adkins, 26 of 40, 314 yards passing, a touchdown, 2 picks. 2 quarterbacks for Coe combined to go 15 of 41 for 156 yards passing and 3 interceptions. Here's Creedon again. He'll get some of those yards back and then is stopped up. He'll get back to the 30. It will be 3rd and 11. This will run the clock down inside of a minute. Jaquay Creedon, 32 carries, 69 yards rushing. Michael Boland had 5 catches for 99 yards. Ty Pruitt, 4 catches, 85 yards. James Maltino, 9 catches, 50 yards. Zamari Bruce led Coe with 79 yards receiving on 5 receptions. Noah did more than 33 yards rushing. Defensively, Ben Adelsberger, 13 tackles. Jack Shaw, 12, including a 100-yard pick 6. 3rd down, they hand it off to John Allstott. He'll plunge across for a couple. There's a 5-second, make it 6-second difference between the play clock and the game clock, and so Aurora will have to snap it one more time. And you wonder if Kevin Carden Landa's instructions are just to run around with it. Aurora is going to move on. Christian Bauer, by the way, led Aurora with 9 tackles. Aurora 6 for 20 on 3rd down. Coe was 4 of 15. No one converted on 4th down today. 6 tries between them. Play clock down to 3. There's 9 seconds left. The punt is off. Doesn't matter. This one will roll down as time expires, and Aurora wins the first home playoff game in program history. Defensive coordinator Troy Shepard dialed up a sensational game plan today. The Aurora defense does not allow a touchdown. The only Coe score, a defensive TD. 20-7, the final score. The 3rd victory in NCAA postseason play for Aurora after gathering a couple last season. And they are off to play UW La Crosse next Saturday. Again, still waiting for official word on where the game will be played. And so, as we wait for the North Central game to become official, but what certainly appears to be a done deal, it looks like it's going to be Aurora against Wisconsin La Crosse and Trinity taking on North Central as the Cardinals up 65-0 late in the 4th. Wheaton has survived. They defeat Mount St. Joseph 41-34. They'll take on UW Whitewater, who defeated Bethel 42-14. Wartburg about to close out Illinois College. That's 49-14 in the final 2 minutes. And so Wartburg will wait to see. They'll play Whitworth or Chapman. They just got underway about an hour ago. It's 14-7 Whitworth in the 2nd quarter. The sites and times will be announced in the near future, so make sure you come on back here to athletics.aurora.edu. And we'll have a recap of this game, the full totals, and, of course, where this football game is going to be next week once we know it. But should this be our last one here this season, as I said last week, a huge thank you to the entire AU game day crew, led by Brian Kipley, our Director of Athletic Communications, Ali Texera, Assistant Director, Facilities Team Chad Trudeau, Kaylee Underwood, they do a great job. Our Athletic Director Jim Hammond, to Aurora University President Dr. Susana Rivera-Mills. And, of course, to all of you for watching throughout this football season. So if we are, in fact, done here at home, we thank you for being along for the ride as Aurora gets 6 home games this year, 1 in the postseason. They remain perfect at home. They've now won 23 straight here at Spartan Stadium. They finish off the first round of the NCAA Football Championship with a 20-7 win over Coe. For Ethan Carmine on the camera today, my name is Sean Fry. This has been Aurora University Football at athletics.aurora.edu.